So I wanted to ask, so you started something called Grizzled Hockey with your goalie partner, Anthony Schrum. So you guys announced that April 2020. Tell me a little bit about Grizzled Hockey and, that whole thing, because that's a big project that you're a part of.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Him and I were goalie partners at the Philadelphia Revolution, and him and I got very close as we were both like age outs. Kind of, we realized we obviously were going to compete against each other, but we also knew that if we're you know trying to fight for the net all the time, it's just going to create friction, and it's just not a good environment. So we kind of realized that we were going to work through it, and they ended up getting really close. And we were joking around about starting a company at the end of the year, and then once COVID hit, he actually called me and said, "Hey, like I'm releasing a shirt. Let me know what you think. Like, I'd appreciate if you bought one." It was a goalie shirt. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was goalie themed, and I bought one, and I was like, you know what, like I think this is a pretty good idea. And he said he was already thinking about starting a little clothing brand, and we just kind of from there just went for it and said, you know what, we're gonna have fun with this. And you know, it's been an awesome experience so far. We partnered with the EHL actually,
Oh, nice.
um, which was really cool. Our Neil Ravin, who's believe he's the assistant, our like assistant commissioner, really gave us a cool opportunity as alumni and really embraced us and all that. So it was really cool to have the league that we literally just got our college commitments from to allow us to come back into the community and try to help a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me, so you guys are like, it's like hockey, lifestyle, clothing, that type of thing. What does it mean to be a grizzled hockey player? Like, tell
We
me
were
what that
actually
means.
we were actually talking about that today. I was driving home from work and he was driving to the rink, and we were actually talking about that today. Um, I personally think a grizzled person is just someone who's been around. Like if you look at them, you could just tell like they've seen like not it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they've like seen a lot, and they exemplify like a good, strong person. Like you could tell that they're a leader. Like they give that leadership like vibe, or that leadership, like
Yeah.
those leadership qualities. Like
Yeah.
they're a person of integrity. They're tough. Like for hockey, you see guys blocking shots with their skates. They're blocking shots with their face every once in a while.
It's like that grinder
Yeah,
mentality.
yeah, it's that like the only way you're gonna beat me is if you kill me.
Yeah, dude, that's
So
crazy. I like that. I like that for sure.
yeah.
So, kind of the vision with Grizzled that you guys have, where do you see yourselves going with it? What's the big picture with Grizzled Hockey for you guys?
So we've been talking about this a little bit. We're not 100% sure because there's a lot of avenues that we could take, but we our goal is to not be like spit and chicklets or gong show or anything like that, but our goal is to just create hockey based shirts that the community would enjoy. And if you see a kid around the rink with it, you look at him and you're like, oh man, like that's a cool shirt. Like I
Right.
want one of those. Something, just some fun stuff, because everything, especially in college, I'm sure like it's everything's very serious now, and it's just nice to be able to have fun with it, especially hockey, because it's given both of us so much. We just wanted to just do something, kind of give back.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy because that was the next question I was going to ask you, which is like, what has hockey done in your life? For you, like, tell me a little about like what draws you to this game, for so long. How has it impacted you? It seems like, you started the brand and, you're still playing, you traveled in juniors, like that's a grind. That shit's a grind. So like, what has it done for you? Like, what is it for you? That's kind of what I
Um,
want to find out.
I mean, I don't know if I could put it into words because I really am passionate about hockey, but I've met people that I am so grateful that I've met. I've made memories with countless teammates, coaches, just like even just by myself, just being on the ice alone. Um, it's just it's brought me down a path that I could not be more grateful for. And it's made me met people like Max. I have a funny story about him that I could tell later.
I would love that.
I'm sure he knows exactly what story I'm talking about. But it's met like stuff like that. Like you can just I could not see a guy for 4 years, and I'll bump into him, and we'll just get talking about when we played together or guys that we know. If you know hockey players, the first thing that they'll say when they meet each other is, "Hey, do you know that guy from this team?"
Mm,
Immediately,
mm.
because it's such a small community.
So for you, it's about the people the more than
Yeah.
just like the sport itself, but the sport draws you to the relationships with the people, and that's what you love.
Yeah, and just to compete, being able to having the opportunity to just compete every day. Going to especially going to Plattsburgh, like we get a pretty good drawing from the community, not just the students, which I
Mm,
think is pretty special.
yeah.
It's more like a junior feel, which is I love, and like walking around town, even though I have never played a game yet, we practiced for about 5 or 6 weeks. People still recognize me as a Plattsburgh State hockey player, and it's we have that extra responsibility, but I also have people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, like you're the freshman goalie, or you're the kid from New Jersey. Like, I can't wait to watch you guys play." Like that means a lot to me.
Sure.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you know the whole deal. Check out our latest episode here if you want. And please consider subscribing on Patreon. It helps us out a lot. Thanks, guys.